Because of the time, this is how we have to do things. Usually we have families come into the school and you get to have a nice tour of the campus. We get to meet you and the students. So as we try to do different things, we ask for you to bear with us if there's any technical difficulties. But we're going to try our best to kind of express how we do things at Flipper International School, and kind of what our vision is and our mission. So through this session, again, my name is Jervis Hudson. I'm the branch manager at the Summit area of Flipper International School. I'm joined here with some of my colleagues, Ms. Tess, who is an office administrator, and Ms. Merrill, who is also an office administrator. And so how we will do it is we will go through a presentation that we've created. And Ms. Meroff, as we're going through, will be answering questions in the comment box if you have any comments or questions. So Ms. Meroff will be answering those in the chat box. And then myself and Ms. Tess will be going through our presentation. I will be doing most of it in English, and then Ms. Tess will be translating part of it in Amharic, because as you will see, our school, though it is international, we do very much try to stick to our international and Ethiopian mandates and national curriculum. Okay, and then also as we're going through, one of the co-founders, Ms. Mena, will join us. She'll give us an update about school development and where the school is going. Okay, and if you can see in the background, you might see a little bit of decoration. That is because as we're not in school, we do have some of our online sessions with some of our students. And so this is just for them. Okay, so I'm going to now share my screen into a PowerPoint that was created. And so you should be able to see what's on my screen. I'm just going to jump up to the front. We're also recording this session, and so if you're not able to, if you might go out or not catch everything, it will be recorded and then sent out after, right? Good. So I think we have 30 people have joined us. This is really good. So we're just going to go ahead and start. So again, welcome to our Flipper International Online Family Orientation this Friday, May 29th, 2020. And the people who are going to be in this session, myself here, Jervis Hudson, Ms. Mena will join us, who is a co-founder and the primary school and middle school's senior manager. We're also joined by Tess, Ms. Tess, or Tess Fanish, who is our Summit branch administrator, also Ms. Merov, who is a branch administrator. And then we should also be joined by one of our Amharic subject coordinators and coaches, Ms. Wagaya, who would also give us a little bit of what she does, okay? And so the outline of our presentation today, we're going to go a little bit about what is Flipper about. We're going to talk about our core values at our school. We'll talk about some of the school developments from Ms. Mena, our co-founder, when she joins in. She's currently engaged in another session that we're doing, but so when she's finished, she'll join in and she'll just give us updates on that. We'll talk about education at Flipper, what it looks like, and then what Cambridge also looks like here at Flipper. And then we'll talk about so about Flipper. So just to start off, Flipper is a privately owned school that is accredited by the Ministry of Education here in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. It is recognized as a foreign investor school. The school follows the Ethiopian national curriculum in coordination with the international Cambridge curriculum, and it enrolls both Ethiopian nationals and foreign nationals. So whether you're Ethiopian or you come from outside of Ethiopia, we enroll all of those students, which builds makes for a lovely campus of different cultures and different perspectives. So then about our branches, we currently have 4 locations, and I think that also might have grown, but it's going to change. Our locations are in Casanchez, which is for our nursery and our prep 1 and KG level, and also in Lancha we have a KG and prep 1 level. So those are not the levels that my team we deal with. We are in Prep 2 up to grade 10 next year, and that is in the Summit branch. And then we also have the Beklavik branch, which is also Prep 2, going up to grade 8, or grade 8 next year. But what's really exciting, and our co-founder would tell us when she joins in, is that next year there are going to be 2 new school facilities that bring together all of our campuses from grades Prep 2 up to grade 10, which is going to be new, and it's going to be a lovely facility. Okay, and then our core values. Our core values are aligned with our mission, and our mission is to bring together or provide a high quality education that balances both the education, but then also the moral values of creating lifelong learners. And so we want to ensure that we provide a secure learning environment, provide a safe learning environment, provide a loving environment that is motivating, engaging, and inclusive, so that it really builds students into the love of learning, builds them together about the community. And so that's our mission here at Flipper. And then so the education at Flipper, what really pulls us apart from other schools is that we really value parents' participation in the learning process. It's vital here at Flipper or at FIS. We work very closely with our parents to support students with academic learning. We work with parents to support them growing socially, emotionally, and physically, and also to enforce positive learning behaviors. So we really encourage our families to come into the office, to speak to teachers, to ask questions, so that we can help not only the school grow, but also, more importantly, to help each student to grow. And I'm just going to pause for a second to see if Ms. Tess wants to add anything or to build anything on that.
እሺ አመሰግናለሁ። ሙሉ በሙሉ ትራንስሌት አላደርግላችሁም። ያው ፍሊፐር ከ20 ዓመት በላይ ሆኖታል። ለረጅም ጊዜ በጥሩ ስም አብሮን የዘለቀ ነው። ፍሊፐር ትምህርት ቤት ሳይሆን ቤተሰብ ነው። ምንከተለው በፊት ኦክስፎርድ ካሪኩለም ነበር። አሁን ወደ ኬምብሪጅ ዞረናል። እስካሁን ያለን እስከ 9ኛ ክፍል ነበር። አሁን 10ኛ ክፍልን የሚቀጥለው አመት እንቀጥላለን። ቀድመን ክላሶች ስለማንጀምር ያሉን ልጆች ነው ይዘን የምናሳድገው። እሱም ለኛ አንደኛ ባህሪያቸውን ለመቆጣጠር እንድናቃቸውም እርስ በርስም እንድንተዋወቅ በጣም ረድቶናል። ፍሊፐር የራሱ ኮር ቫልዩ የሚላቸው ወይም በዋነኛነት እንደ ቤተሰባችሁ ልክ ስታሳድጉ እንደምትጠቀሙበት ፕሪንሲፕል እንደዛ የምንጠቀምባቸው ነገሮች አሉ። እርስ በርስ መረዳዳት፣ መከባበር፣ መተጋገዝ፣ ግልጽነትን፣ እንደገና ደግሞ ኦፊሱን ሁሌም ክፍት ስለሆነ ለወላጆቹም ለተማሪዎቹም ፍሊፐር ትምህርት ቤት ሳይሆን በተለይ ቤተሰባዊነት የተቀናጀ ትምህርት ቤት ነው ብለን ነው የምናስበው። Jervis, you can continue now.
Okay, thank you for that, Tess. So we'll continue, and I think one thing I want to note, I think might have run over, is that you continue to see Flipper International School being replaced with FIS, because that is usually what we go by as FIS or a Flipper, to recognize Flipper International School. So we'll continue. Education at Flipper, again, what we really value is encouraging our students to love learning, and so we foster, especially at our early years level, a play to learn educational philosophy, where students are actually hands-on, touching materials, talking about what they're touching to foster learning. When we go into our primary, starting at Prep 2 up to grade 9, and at those early years, we continue with the play to learn, touching things, talking about it to learn. And as we up to the other older grades, around grade 2, grade 3, and beyond, we start with investigation learning, which is learning based on investigation. And so instead of rote memory, memorizing things, we focus on an open-ended problem for students, critical thinking skills, exploring and investigating, asking questions for them to learn instead of just giving students the answers. And so that's one really key part of our educational philosophy at Flipper is investigation learning, where the students are an integral part of the learning process. The subjects now taught at Flipper, and then after this slide, I'll pause again for Ms. Tess and Ms. Ugayo if she's on to just give us a little bit more detail about this part. But at Flipper, we teach again the core subjects, which are English, math, science, geography, and again Amharic, which is a core subject here in Ethiopia. Our Ethiopian nationals take Amharic starting from KG level and going onwards. And in addition to those Amharic classes, which is just the Amharic language, they also have additional classes like environmental science, citizenship, which we call civics, and they also take Amharic math, which is Amharic Hizab, which is, because we do teach so many Amharic lessons, we also do have, which is not on this slide, the opportunity for non-Ethiopian nationals. So students who carry passports outside of Ethiopia do attend French classes because it is very difficult, especially if you're only going to be in Ethiopia for a short amount of time, to learn an entire new language like Amharic. So we do offer French for non-Ethiopian passport holders. Besides, we also do teach our extracurricular activities like ICT, which is computer lab. We teach physical education, which is sports, music, and art are also a very important part of our curriculum. And then one also special part about Flipper is we have social emotional learning, which is incorporated into our curriculum starting at the early years up to grade 6. In which students learn about talking about their feelings. They learn about what to do if they're upset, how to reach out, how to de-escalate situations, how to communicate what they're feeling. And so that is given to students from prep, starting in our primary from prep 2 up to grade 6. And it's taught by a psychologist specialist, so someone who's trained in this field teaches that. So I'm gonna pause for Ms. Tess and Ms. Ugayo if she's on.
እሺ ወጋየው የአማርኛ ኮኦርዲኔተራችን ነች። እሷን የአማርኛ ካሪኩለም ኤክስፕላኔሽን ከመጀመራችን በፊት የፍሊፐር የካሪኩለም ሴቲንግ ትንንሾቹ ላይ በተለይ ፋውንዴሽን ኬጂ እና ፕሬፕ 1 ላይ ሞር ኦፍ ፕሌይ ኤንድ ለርን የምንለው እየተጫወቱ እየነኩ ነው የሚማሩት። ከዛ ከፍ ሲል ደግሞ ከግሬድ 1 ፕሬፕ 2 ይጀምርና ከዛ ከፍ ሲል ኢንቨስቲጌሽን ክላስ አላቸው። ሁሉም ተማሪዎቻችን ፕሮጀክት ኤንድ ፕሬዘንቴሽን ክላስ አላቸው። እሱ ማለት ልጆቻችንን ፐብሊክ ስፒች ያስተምራቸዋል። ቆመው በሰው ፊት መናገር፣ ታይም ማኔጅመንት፣ ኦርጋናይዝድ መሆን፣ በዛ ላይ ደግሞ ነገሮችን ላይክ የሚማሩትን ነገር እንዴት ነው ፕሮብለም ሶልቭ እንዲያደርጉ የሚረዳቸው የሚለውን ነገር እንዲያረጉ ያረጋቸዋል። ሌላ ሰርች ማድረግ፣ ሪሰርችን ማድረግም እንዲማሩ ያረጋቸዋል። እሱ ፕሮጀክት ኤንድ ፕሬዘንቴሽን ምንለው ፍሊፐርን ለየት የሚያደርገው ከሌሎቹ ትምህርት ቤት ምናልባት ፍሊፐር ላይ ብቻ ያለ ይመስለኛል። እሱ ነው ያለው። ከፍ እያሉ ሲመጡ ደግሞ ከፕሬፕ 1 ጀምሮ አይሲቲ፣ ጂኦግራፊ፣ ሌሎችም ክላሶች አሉ። ፍሊፐር አክቲቭ ለርኒንግን በጣም አድቮኬት ያደርጋል። አክቲቭ ለርኒንግ ማለት ኖርማሊ ከሽምደዳው ከጽሁፉ ውጪ በደንብ ቪዥዋላይዝ እንዲያደርጉት፣ እንዲያዩት፣ እንዲያውቁት ከዛ ደግሞ በእውነተኛው ዓለም በህይወታቸው ከህይወታቸው ጋር ካለው ነገር ጋር እንዲያገናኙት ችግሮች ካሉ ከሱ ጋር እየተገናኙ እንዲፈቱበት ነው የሚማሩትን ወደሱ እንዲለውጡት በጣም የሚያግዝ ካሪኩለም እና የሚያግዝ ኢምፕሊሜንቴሽን ነው ያለ። ሌላው ኤስኤል የምንለው ሶሻል ኢሞሽናል ለርኒንግ ልጆቻችን ከስር ጀምሮ ወላጆች ስለሆኑ ሁላችን በመንግባባ እነሱ ነገሮች በኋላ ደግሞ ከፍ ያሉ ሲመጡ ብዙ ኢሞሽኖች ብዙ ስሜቶች መግለጽ የማይችሏቸው መግለጽ የሚችሏቸው ነገሮች ይቅርታ ከማለት ጀምሮ የተለያየ ስሜቶችን በውስጣቸው ያስተናግዳሉ። ሶ እነሱ ነገሮች ግን ትምህርት ቤቱ አንድ ክላስ ይዞ በክላስ ካሪኩለም ተቀርጾለት በሳይኮሎጂስቶች ነው የሚሰጠው። ገልጽበት እንደሚያደርግ እንዴት ክላስ ነው ለእያንዳንዱ ልጅ ኢንሪች የሚደረግበት ወይ ያለው አክቲቭ ለርኒንግ ነው። እሱን በጣም ይወዱታል ተማሪዎች። ሌላ ሳይኮሎጂስቶች አሉን በዲፓርትመንት አላቸው። ስፔሻል ኒድስ ክላስም አለን ለተለዩ ተማሪዎች። ብዙ የአማርኛ ክላስ ባይኖረንም ያው ለሁሉም ዜጋ ላይክ ኢትዮጵያ እንደሆኑ ለነን ኢትዮጵያንስ ደግሞ ኦፖርቹኒቲዎች ስለሚከፍት አማርኛ ክላሶች አሉ ስላቸውን ለማስፋት ከማሰብ አንፃር ማለት ነው። እነሱን የማይወስዱ ግን አማርኛ የማይወስዱ ተማሪዎቻችን ፍሬንች ክላስ አላቸው በሳይድ ኮኢንኮርፖሬት ተደርጎ ስኬጁል አላቸው የሚሰሩበት ማለት ነው። ኤስኤል እስከ 6ኛ ክፍል ሶሻል በኋላ ግን ላይፍ ስኪል እያልን ነው ከፍ ያሉ ስኪሎች ይማራሉ። ራሳቸው እንዴት ዲሲሽን ሜኪንግ ሚስጥር መጠበቅ የተለያዩ ነገሮች እንዴት ነው የሚያደርጉት የሚሉትን ነገር እነሱን የሚማሩበት ክላስ ነው። በጣም የሚወዱት ክላስ ነው። ሶ ያኔ እዚች ጋር ላቁምና ወጋየሁ አለሽ። ወጋየሁ ደግሞ ስለ አማርኛ ካሪኩለም ትንሽ ብትነግራችሁ ደስ ይለኛል።
So I think Ms. Tess, you asked for Wagal to give a little bit of more detail. So if she does come in, then we'll make a space for her, but I don't want us to run out of time.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna continue. But I did think I hear you say, Ms. Tess, something that I didn't mention is that we do offer special needs classes, especially for some of our students who are struggling the most. We do have psychologists that also work with students who might have behavior issues or who have behavior needs. And then we also have one-to-ones who sit with those students in the classroom depending on needs. And we work as best as we can to make sure that we can gradually relieve those students from those services. And so that's one of our key focuses again at Flipper. Thanks for that test. Then also, I just see a lot of families have just joined us. I just want to reiterate that we are recording and we'll send out the video for those families who might have joined a little bit later. So I'm going to continue. After school at Flipper, and so we do have a full day that usually goes from 8 a.m. in the morning until 3, and sometimes 3:30 for our students in grades 7, 8, 9. But then after school, we do have some after-school activities that include taekwondo, ballet, guitar, piano, and art, which are taught either by outside teachers, or taught by our teachers. And then we also have an after-school care service where our staff will watch over students if parents are not able to pick them up at 3 p.m. And then we also have after-school clubs like the Green Club, the Model Club for some of our students who are in secondary and in our high school grades. Our calendar at Flipper, so we have 3 terms each year. And our first term starts from September to December. Second term is January to March, and then third term April to June. In the school, we try our best to recognize both the local holidays and the international holidays. So like around Christmas and Easter, those times because the calendar switches for our Ethiopian calendar and the Gregorian calendar, we try our best to incorporate the break for all of our families, because we do know we have many international families. Examination at Flipper, so students are evaluated throughout each term using different aspects like homework, classwork, subjects, projects, and then especially for our younger grades, they have rubrics. And then each term, students in Prep 2 to grade 9 are assessed with a midterm and then an end of term, which is definitely things that we see here in the office. And we try to set benchmarks of where we expect students to be at what point of the term. And that's how we decide which students we want to kind of refer or ask families to refer for special needs or for special support. And then progress reports are sent twice a year, once at the end of January for term 1, and then at the end of term 3, so the end of June, you get a final progress report. Okay, and then some of our standard examination at Flipper, which is so that we can kind of reflect other students, not just within our school. We have internally prepared assessments for our grades Prep 2 to grade 2, which are kind of like our midterm or end of term, and we really work to make sure they reflect what a normal prep 2 or normal grade 1 student should have learned by that point in the year or at the end of the year. For our grade 3 to grade 9, we use our Cambridge examinations, which we'll also talk about shortly, which are our Cambridge checkpoints that kind of assess where students are relative to other students who are doing the Cambridge curriculum. And then we also, for our grade 8 students, and which might also change to grade 6 students, take the Ethiopia national examination. With one reason why it might become grade 6 is why we also included many different Amharic classes, like the Amharic Hizab, Amharic Sciences, to make sure that our students in grade 6 are also prepared to take that national exam. So I'm going to pause for a second there, and Ms. Tess, if you can just review that part.
አመሰግናለሁ። ፍሊፐር በአመት ውስጥ 3 ተርሞች አሉት። ጀርቪስ እንደተዘረዘራቸው በ3 ወራት የተከፋፈሉ 3 ተርሞች አሉ። አሰስመንትን በሚመለከት ፍሊፐር የውስጥ አሰስመንት ነው ሁሉ ጊዜ የሚጠቀመው። ሚድ ተርም አሰስመንት አለው። ኮንቲኒየስሊ ደግሞ በየሳምንቱ የሚደረግ እንደ ሰብጀክት አሰስመንቶች አላቸው። ፋይናል አሰስመንት አላቸው። ይሄ ከሁለተኛ ክፍል ጀምሮ ሲሆን ፕሬፕ 2 እና ግሬድ 1 ግን ሩብሪክ የምንለው ልጆቹን ኮንቲኒየስሊ ዴይሊ ቤሲስ በየቀኑም ይሆናል በየሳምንቱም ይሆናል ያላቸውን ፕሮግረስ ያላቸውን እድገት ያላቸውን ለውጥ የሚመዝኑበት ሩብሪክ ነው የምንጠቀመው። ሶ ለልጆቹም ቤኔፊት ነው፣ ለኛም ደግሞ እነሱን በአንድ ቀን ማየት ስለማንችል ትንንሽ ልጆችም ስለሆኑ ዛሬ ደስተኛ ቢሆኑ ኤግዛም ይሰራሉ፣ ነገ ላይ ሆኑ ይችላሉ። ሶ ስሜታቸውን የምንጠብቅበትም አሰስመንት ታይፕ ነው። እስካሁን ባለው ሁኔታ እስከ 9 ሰዓት ነው ክላስ የሚያልቀው። ከፍ ላሉት ተማሪዎች 9 ሰዓት ከሩብ እና 9 ሰዓት ተኩል ድረስ ያልቃል። ከዛ በኋላ ግን ወላጆች አንደኛ በዛ ሰዓት መተው መውሰድ የማይችሉ ወላጆች አሉ። ሁለተኛ ደግሞ ተማሪዎቹም ኤክስትራ አክቲቪቲ እንዲወስዱ የሚፈልጉት ሲሆን ለሚፈልጉ ወላጆች የተለያዩ አክቲቪቲዎች አሉን። ቴኳንዶ አለን፣ ባሌ ክላስ አለን፣ ጊታር አለን፣ ሚውዚክ ኤኒ ዲፍረንት ሚውዚካል ኢንስትሩመንትስ ይማራሉ። አርት አለን፣ ባስኬትቦል እና ፉትቦል በተለያዩ ኮቾች ይሰጣል። ስፖርትም ከሌላ በኮቾች አማካኝነት ከሌላ ትምህርት ቤቶች ጋር ኢንተርናሽናል ጨዋታዎች ያደርጋሉ ልጆቹ። በእድሜያቸው አንደር 12 አንደር 14 እያልን እናደርጋለን። የተለያዩ አክቲቪቲዎች አላቸው ልጆቻችን። ከሱም በተጨማሪ ደግሞ ክለቦች ኢንጌጅ ይደረጋሉ። ለምሳሌ የዩኤን ክለብ አለ። እሱ ኢንተርናሽናል የሆነ ታስክ አላቸው። ላይክ እሱን አድቮኬት የሚያደርጉበት ሰምሃው በእነሱ ሌቭል ወርዶ የሚሰሩበት ነው። ሌላው ታቸውን ግሪን ማድረግ የተለያዩ ነገሮችን በግቢ ውስጥም ሆነ ከግቢ ውጭ መስራት ነው። ሌላ ቻሪቲ ክለብ አላቸው። ቻሪቲ ክለባቸው ምንድነው ከሜሪጆ ጋር እስካሁን ልጆቻችን ሜሪጆይ የህፃናት ማሳደጊያ በመሄድ ከ7ኛ ክፍል በላይ ያሉ ልጆቻችን ራሳቸውን ኦርጋናይዝ በማድረግ በአማርኛ ኮቻቸው አማካኝነት በመምህርቶ ጋር አማካኝነት ራሳቸውን ኦርጋናይዝ በማድረግ አንደኛ በወር ሄደው እስከማሳደግ ከዚህ የጀመሩት የመረዳዳትና የማገዝ ባህሪ ነገ አብሯቸው ይሄዳል፣ ነገ አብሯቸው ያድጋል ብለን እናስባለን። በወር አንድ ጊዜ ደግሞ የተመረጡ ልጆች ሄደው አብረው ሌላ ከሱ በተጓዳኝ ደግሞ ተማሪዎች ፕሬዚደንት ያላቸው ተማሪዎቹ የሚፈልጉትን ነገር በተማሪዎቹ ፕሬዚደንት አማካኝነት ወደ ኦፊስ ያደርሳሉ። ሴክሬታሪ ያላቸው እንደዚህ አይነት ነገሮች አላቸው። እነሱም በጣም የሚወዷቸው አክቲቪቲዎች ናቸው። ሌላው ከሱ በተጨማሪ ደግሞ ፍሊፐር አሰስመንቶች አሉት፣ ኢንተርናሽናል እና ሎካል አሰስመንት። ኢንተርናሽናሉ ኬምብሪጅ በሚመለከት ነው። ከ3ኛ እስከ 9ኛ ክፍል ያሉ ተማሪዎች ወደ ላይ የኬምብሪጅ ቼክ ፖይንት ይወስዳሉ። የኬምብሪጅ ቼክ ፖይንት መውሰዳቸው ጥቅሙ ውጭ ሀገር ለመማር የሚያደርጉትን ማንኛውንም ፍላጎት ለማሟላት ነው። ከዚህ ሁሉም ሰው አገር ውስጥ ይማራል ማለት አይደለም። የልጆቹ ወይ የወላጆች ጀነሬሽን ስለማየት ለማዘጋጀት እና ሁሉም ቦታ ኮምፒታንት እንዲሆኑ እና ተፎካካሪ እንዲሆኑ ለማድረግ ነው። እዚህ ደግሞ ለሚቀሩትም ተማሪዎቻችን እድሉ መስፋት ስላለበት ኢትዮጵያ በምታዘጋጀው ናሽናል ኤግዛም ግሬድ 8 ላይ ይወስዳሉ። ሶፋር እስካሁን ግሬድ 6 ገና እርግጠኛ አይደለም፣ ግን እሱን እድሉን ማጥበብ ስለማንፈልግ መንግስት አለ ሲል ወደሱ እናዞራቸዋለን። ሁሉንም ግን ኢንኮርፖሬት አድርገን አስተካክለን እስካሁን እንደዛ ነው ያለው። አመሰግናለሁ። ወጋየው ካለሽ ወጋየው እዚች ላይ ትንሽ ኤክስፕላኔሽን አማርኛውን በሚመለከቱት ደስ ይለኛል።
አመሰግናለሁኝ። አብዛኛውን ቴስት ተናግረዋለች። ኢትዮጵያን ስራ የሚለውን ስንመለከት አጠቃላይ ሙሉ በሙሉ ከኬጂ ጀምሮ አሁን ኔክስት ይር እስከሚኖረን እስከ 10ኛ ክፍል ድረስ የኢትዮጵያን ካሪኩለም ሙሉ በሙሉ እንሰጣለን። ይሄንንም ስንል ከኬጂ ጀምሮ እስከ 10ኛ ክፍል ድረስ ያሉትን ማለት ነው። መጀመሪያ ላይ ጀርቢስ ትንሽ ገለጻ አድርጎላችሁ ነበር። አማሃሪክ በሚለው ሰብጀክት ውስጥ በዛ ስር ብዙ ዘርፎች አሉ። ቋንቋ ራሱን የቻለ አንድ ክላስ አለው። ከዛ በኋላ ከአንደኛ ክፍል ጀምሮ ያሉት ላይ ስንመለከት እስከ 4ኛ ክፍል ወይም የመጀመሪያው ሳይክል ላይ ቋንቋውን እንሰጣለን፣ አካባቢ ሳይንስ እንሰጣለን፣ ሂሳብ እንሰጣለን። እነዚህ አሁን የጠቀስኳቸውን ሰብጀክቶች በአማርኛ 6 ላቸውና ቋንቋውና ሂሳቡ እንዳለ ሆኖ አካባቢ ሳይንሱ ወደ 3 ዘርፍ ይከፈልና የተቀናጀ ሳይንስ፣ ህብረተሰብ ሳይንስና ስነ ዜጋን ይዞ ይመጣል 5 እና 6 ላይ። ከዛ 7ኛ ላይ ሲመጡ የኢትዮጵያ ካሪኩለም ከ7ኛ ክፍል ጀምሮ ሙሉ በሙሉ ወደ እንግሊዘኛ ይቀየራል ከቋንቋና ከስነ ዜጋ ውጪ። እነሱንም እንጨምርና ቋንቋም ስነ ዜጋውም እነዚህ ሶሻል ስተዲ፣ ኬሚስትሪ፣ ፊዚክስ፣ ባዮሎጂ የሚባሉትን ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ የሚሰጡትን ካሪኩለሞች በሙሉ መርጃ አድርገን ከካምብሪጁ ጋር እንሰጣቸዋለን ማለት ነው። ምንድነው ቅድምም ጀርቢስ እንዳለው እነዚህን ሰብጀክቶች የምንሰጣቸው ቴስን ገልጸዋለች። አገር ውስጥ ሊማሩ የሚችሉ ልጆች አሉ። እንደገና ደግሞ ከሀገር ውጭም ወጥተው የሚማሩ ልጆች ሊኖሩ ይችላሉ። ስለዚህ ሁለቱንም ሀገር ውስጥ የሚሰጡትን ካሪኩለሞች በተጠናከረ መልኩ ፍሊፐር ከሌላው ትምህርት ቤት የሚለስ ነው እና ከስፔሻሊ ደግሞ ከኬጂ ጀምሮ እስከ 4ኛ ክፍል ያሉ ተማሪዎች ላይ መሰረት መጣያ ስለሆነ መንግስት ያዘጋጀውን መጽሐፍ ብቻ ይዘን አይደለም የምንሄደው። ትምህርት ቤቱ ራሱን ችሎ በራሱ እንደገና አጋዥ መጽሐፍ አዘጋጅቶ አሳትሞ እሱን ራሱ እስከ ማደል ድረስ ነው የሚሰራውና እስከ 4ኛ ክፍል ላይ መሰረት ከጣሉ በኋላ ከዛ ከ5 በኋላ እየተጠናከሩ ይሄዳሉ ማለት ነውና እንግዲህ 2013 ላይ ተግባራዊ ከሆነ 6ኛም ክፍል ላይ ብሔራዊ ፈተና ይጀመራል የሚል ነገር መንግስት መስከረም ላይ ያሳውቆን ነበር። እሱም ካለ እሱን ይወስዳሉ። 8ኛም ክፍል እናስፈትናለን ብሔራዊ ፈተና። እስካሁን ድረስ አንድ ጊዜ አስፈትነናል። ሁለተኛ ዘንድሮ እናስፈትን ነበር። ያው ባለው ችግር ምክንያት እስካሁን ምንም ላሻላገኝ ፍሊፐር የኢትዮጵያን ስርዓተ ትምህርት ምን ተገብረው ማለት ነው። በዚህ ዙሪያ ላይ ማንኛውም ጥያቄ ካላችሁ መጨረሻ ላይ ለመቀበል ዝግጁ ነኝ። አመሰግናለሁ።
Thanks for that explanation, Ms. Wagayo, and thank you as well, Ms. Tess. Our co-founder, Ms. Mena, is on, and I'm going to give her the platform soon. I just want to quickly go over how we do Cambridge here. And I think Ms. Tess has also spoke about it in a mark. But our goal at Flipper is to make sure that our students are competitive across the globe. And so that is why we've enrolled in the Cambridge International Curriculum that does give us one, pedagogy, and then also teaching training to help make sure that our teachers are fully qualified and prepared to teach curriculum to our students. It also does give us end of term and end of year checkpoints or assessments to make sure that we can evaluate our students in a way that is not just isolated, that is not isolated, but also a global a global evaluation of our students. So we start at our grade 3 at our school. and for our lower secondary, and so they have in English. So let me go back. They have English as a first language in mathematics and science and in ICT, going up to our grade 9, which is we have now, and then grade 10 for next year. In our upper grades, grade 10 and grade 9, we push our students to do the extended version of the Cambridge and the IGSCE to make sure that they are well prepared to enter university and again compete with our students or compete with students across the globe. And so Cambridge does really provide for us a pathway, as it says here, how we should be assessing and teaching our students. And we can give further explanation on this one. But we are running out of time, so I do want to give the platform to Ms. Mena so that she can give us an update on the school's growing development. To Ms. Mena.
Thank you, Jervis. Thank you, everyone. So I'll just have a very brief I'll address the audience in Amharic. So thank you, everyone. ሁላችሁም ወላጆች እዚህ ላይ የተገኛችሁት በጣም እናመሰግናለን። መጀመሪያ ፍሊፐር ላይ ኢንትረስትድ ሆናችሁ አፕሊኬሽን ስላስገባችሁልን እናመሰግናችኋለን። ይህ ፕሮግራም እንደ ደንቡ እንግዲህ ፊት ለፊት ሆነን ነበር መነጋገር የነበረብን፣ ግን ባለን ሁኔታ ባለው ሀገሪቷ ሁኔታ እንደዚሁ ቨርቹዋሊ ለመነጋገር ተገደናል። ሁላችንም እንግዲህ እግዚአብሔር በሰላም ይጠብቀን ብለን እናስባለን። መስከረም ደግሞ ይሄ አሴስመንታችሁን ልጆቻችሁ ከጨረሱ በኋላ መስከረም ላይ ፊት ለፊት ለመገናኘት ያብቃን እንላለን። እንግዲህ ባጭሩ ምንድነው በጣም ጥሩ ገልጸውታል ብዬ አስባለሁኝ። እዚህ ጋር የፍሊፐር አድሚኒስትሬተሮች ሁሉም መልሶችም እየሰጧችሁ እንደሆነ ተመልክቻለሁኝ። ፍሊፐር በፈረንጆች አቆጣጠር ከ1998 ጀምሮ ነው የተመሰረተው። በአሁኑ ወቅት ደግሞ ራሳችንን በማጠናከር አሁን ፍሊፐር ሳሚት ላይ ትልቅ የራሱን ትምህርት ቤት ገንብቶ በማጠናቀቅ ላይ ያለ ነው። በሚቀጥለው ዓመትም እንግዲህ እግዚአብሔር ብሎ ልጆቻችሁ ከኛ ጋር ከተቀላቀሉ እዚሁ አዲሱ ካምፓስ ውስጥ ነው የሚገቡት። በየዓመቱ ራሳችንን በማደረጀት ራሳችንን በማሻሻል ትልቅ ቦታ ለመድረስ ነው የምናስበው ልጆቻችሁን ይዘን። እናንተን ደግሞ እዚጋ አድሚኒስትሬተሮቹ ቅድም እንደተናገሩት እንደ አጋር አድርገን ነው እንግዲህ ወደፊት ለመቀጠል የምንሞክረው። በሰላም እንገናኝን እላለሁኝ። አጭር ናት የኔ መልእክት። እናንተም ሰላም ሁኑልን። መስከረም ላይ ለመገናኘት ያብቃን። So I'll get back to you, Jervis. Mine is very short today, so you can finalize the thank you.
Thank you, Mena. That was thank you. So we're going to continue with it because we only have a few more slides. And so the next one is next steps. I don't want to pass people. I do see people asking questions in the chat box. Ms. Madoff is getting to them as best as she can. And I think there was one question about sending out a new link, but we are going to end. And so if you do have questions, you can send your questions through email or text message, and then they will be answered as best as they can and as fast as they can. So next steps for families who are interested in joining Flipper, and we hope you all are, because I can honestly say Flipper is a wonderful place for all students of all ages and all different backgrounds. It's a wonderful melting pot. You can experience the culture of Ethiopia. You get a strong education to help prepare students for the world and what's to come. And so you would send your required documentation to one of our office administrators, so either Ms. Tess or Ms. Smedoff, and then they will be helping you to get your reply as fast as you can. And then the next step would be for an entrance assessment. And so because we do much value our school on our culture that we have, but we also maintain a high academic reputation as well. And so there is an entrance exam for students to be admitted into the school. And those entrance exams will be given online tomorrow. And so links will be sent out depending on what grade your student is going to be taking or wants to be entering in. So they will take an assessment, and then that assessment score will be directly given to us, and then we will evaluate whether we feel the student is be able to perform at the level that we expect that grade level student to perform at. And then again, if you have more questions about that, you can email or text our office admins. And again, all of that information will be shared with myself and our team here to make sure that we can make sure it is easy as possible. It is a very difficult situation now because all of this will happen at the school, but we do need to do it online. And so it might take a little bit longer. We want to make sure that you do know that we are working to help. Okay, and so there was supposed to be a little bit of time for Q&A. We won't have a lot of time to answer questions, but I can look into the chat box to see some of the questions that have been asked. And I can also ask if Ms. Madoff, if there's any questions that you feel could be addressed to everyone, if you can send me a message here. Other than that, we will send out a recording of this video for all families to see, and then you can review it again if you have questions. We are here to help. We don't want anyone to be in the dark. We don't want anyone to feel that they don't understand how to go through with the processes. So please do reach out. And so I do see some questions about when our interview is going to happen. So after we do get the score from the entrance exams, we will reach out who we feel we will reach out to all families to let you know whether you've passed or not passed. But then after you've reached the entrance exam and pass, we will go next with the interviews. Okay. We are going to get cut off now, and so I do want to wish everyone farewell. Thank you for joining. Ms. Tess can say goodbye, Ms. Madoff as well, and we will be in contact.
እሺ እናመሰግናለን ስለነበረን ጊዜ። ምዕራፍ ቀጥይ። Thank you.
ጥያቄ ያላቸው ወላጆች አሉና we're running out of time, so they can email us and then I'll get back to them. መመለስ ይችላሉ። So email ማድረግ ይችላሉ ጥያቄ ያላቸው ወላጆች።
Thank you very much.
ጥሩ በጣም ጥሩ።
Yep, have a lovely, lovely day.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. እናመሰግናለን። ሰላም ሁኑ። ራሳችሁን ጠብቁ።
Yes.